Hold on. Ooh, I almost painted my sweatshirt. Yeah. Hello, and welcome back. But tomorrow's the art festival, and I know what you're thinking. Nicole, tomorrow's the art festival. Why are you painting right now? Because I was busy and procrastinating, and now I'm like, oh shit, I have literally over a dozen vases that I was gonna have painted for my art stand, like my vendor stand, and I just didn't do it. So I was like, huh, well, that's too bad. Yeah, since the festival's tomorrow, I kind of want to do some reflecting, because I have gotten this far into the process, and it's I don't know, I haven't really sat here and thought about it since tomorrow. I've been, working on all of this for a little over a month now, and it's damn, I feel pretty bittersweet about it, I guess, because I'm excited for the festival and I'm excited to see how it all goes, and I'm really excited that I went out of my comfort zone for it and really pushed myself creatively for the last month, doing stuff that I've only ever dreamed of. I've never actually done any of this stuff before. It's always just been something where I'm like, man, I hope one day I can, sell my art in a festival, or a artist alley kind of esque way. That's the easiest way I can explain it. But also just I've always wanted to paint a mural. I've always wanted to do an art festival with my stuff, my prints, my stickers, my paintings. And so now that it's happening, I'm just wow, holy shit. Yeah, it's just it's interesting because I don't know, it's something I've always wanted to do, and now that I'm doing it, I feel really I don't want to say proud. So I don't know if I feel proud or not. I'm not very good at emotions and stuff. It's probably the autism. I don't really. A big part of why I was gonna start posting videos online and stuff anyway, why I was gonna go back to doing that after not doing it for so long. A big part of it was I want to start doing things that I want to do. I want to start it was really bad lighting, by the way. Listen. Hey, listen, I'm just sitting on my living room floor. It's interesting because it's I always sit here and I think of all these things I want to do, and I always I've lived most of my life just being oh, one day I'll do this. Oh, I wish I could do this, and always dreaming and just not really putting anything into action. And so then once I just spur of the moment put something into action, and I've been working on it for a month, and it's wow, it's one of the first times in a long time I've ever felt fulfilled and felt good about just myself and my growth as a person, and my growth as a creator, as somebody who creates things and does things. So it's bittersweet because it's oh damn, that'll be it after tomorrow. I'm not, it's not that I'm not going to do stuff like that again. I hope I can continue doing stuff like that in the future, but it's not going to be the first experience of doing it again. And that's the biggest thing, I guess, is it's once you do something once, you're oh, is it going to be as cool, I guess? I don't know. But it's interesting because I've always just been doing, I'm always a planner and a talker, and I never am actually a doer. So to actually be a doer is so out of left field for me. It's weird. I've been spending months being oh, I'm gonna start doing all these things that change my life, and I'm gonna blah 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 blah, I'm gonna do this and this and this, I'm gonna start eating healthier, and I'm gonna start going to the gym again, and I'm gonna start fixing my sleep schedule, and force myself to make content, blah 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 blah. But I just keep pushing it off, and I keep not doing it. I'm dude, why? And Like, a lot of it's like being lazy, which is like, and then a lot of it's just like, I don't know, like probably like the fear of changing and not being, I'll still be me, duh, but I'll be like a different version of me. And I'm like, that's weird to think about. So it's like, it's weird that like I actually was like, oh, there's this thing I want to do. Well, I guess I'll never do it. But instead of being like that, I was like, oh, there's this thing I want to do. And then I was like, oh, there's this thing I want to do. And then I like actually did it. And it's like weird, So it's like a big push for me. I am genuinely like, damn, like I did something, like I actually did something. Like I didn't just say like, oh man, I wish I wish I could do that. I wish I could, but I can't. And then you're like, why can't you? No, I just can't do it. Yes, yeah, I can. I was talking to my mom a little bit today, and I was talking about how I have a hard time doing things that don't make me feel fulfilled. Like, I hate doing stuff that, like, also, I dropped food on my shirt earlier, so don't look at that. But, like, I hate doing things that, like, don't make me feel fulfilled. And so, but then I never do the stuff that makes me feel fulfilled. And I'm like, dude, the only way that you're gonna feel fulfilled is if you like do the stuff that makes you feel fulfilled. But it's like, even like if it's something you want to do, it's still hard to like, get into doing it. Like, and that's the one thing that people don't really focus on, is like, people are like, oh, you want to do this thing, we'll do it then. And it's like, yeah, I do want to do this thing, and I want to do it, but like, your brain just like gets in the way, and it's hard to like get yourself to do things, even if it's something you want to do, whether it's like the fear and the anxiety, or if it's like all the what ifs, or like you're like, oh, like there's so many different factors that go into it. A lot of it's time, a lot of it's money, a lot of it's energy, whether physical or mental energy. And it's like, if you have something else that's taking up all of your, like mental energy, it's not going to be an easy thing. Like, it's not even just physical energy either. Like, a lot of it is like mental energy. When you get to that point of like overworking yourself, and you have kind of just like gotten really burnt out with just like existing in general, which I think a lot of us have really reached that point, especially like, I don't know if like we've all reached that point like at the same time, or if like people are just like more vocal about it now. But especially since like the pandemic, which like the whole thing with the pandemic is like, it really opened our eyes kind of just like as a society anyway, to like kind of like, you had to like take a step back and realize like, oh shit, a lot of the systems that we put into place are just not beneficial, and they're not helping us in any way. But it's hard because a lot of those systems are in place, and they've been in place for a long time, and they're put into place by people who are like by just like the small number of people who are like in charge of everything, like big corporations, big politicians, rich, like mega rich people, and it's hard because it's like, we're just like, I'm just a regular person, and I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're probably a regular person. You're not fucking Jeff Bezos. My channel is not a safe space for Jeff Bezos. If you're Jeff Bezos, you're blocked. If you're Elon Musk, get off of my page. You're not welcome here. If you're a politician, you're probably not welcome here either. This is a safe space. Look at that. My green onions over there, my crystals and stuff, get out of here, okay? You fucking shrimp dick, get out. Donkey Kong, he doesn't want you here either. Get the fuck out of here. You're not welcome. This is a safe space. Homophobes, racists, transphobes. Oh, you think you could be? No, get the fuck out of here. I'll punch you in the face. Needless to say, burnout is so real, and it's been something that people have been discussing like a lot. I'll link like videos and stuff and like articles about burnout and kind of like that stuff if you're interested down below, because I've been doing a lot of reading, a lot of research, and about a lot of things. I've been doing a lot of research about society. We live in a society. We really do be living in a society, dude. We be living. When I was, there's Phil. I was telling my mom, I was like, it's hard to do things that make me feel fulfilled. And she's like, well, why don't you just like do those things? And I was like, because I'm just like so burnt out. And she's like, well, just like learn how to relax. I can't just like relax because like I literally will get home from work and I will like die on this couch, and I will die and I will lay there until like 1 a.m. and then I will go into my bedroom and I will die, and then I will sleep in there until like 11. And then I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta go to work in a couple hours. Then I go to work, and I just like repeat over and over again. I could probably get a lot more stuff done if I wake up earlier. No. Because even when I was going to the gym at like 5:30 in the morning, I would get home from the gym, I would make a vegan omelet with the just egg, and I would come over here and I would sleep on the couch until like 9, and then I would just fucking watch Markiplier videos. I didn't get shit done. I didn't get anything done, but I felt better. I did feel pretty good about myself because I was full of energy and I was really strong. You can't tell I'm wearing a sweatshirt with this fucking stain. Okay, moral of the story. I was talking to my mom and I was like talking about, she's like, well, what do you want to do with your life? And I have not known what I've wanted to do with my life probably ever. Because, like, as I said in, like, my last video of me talking about my fear of death, like, I genuinely did not think I was gonna live this long. I just have, and I noticed, like, a lot of people around my age and just kind of, like, Gen Z in general, we all just kind of, like, have grown up with, like, such dread. And, like, the thing is that, like, we have also learned how to, like, kind of live with it a little bit, I guess. Like, so it's just, like, it's interesting. Trying to like explain that to my mom, but for the like first time I've ever like existed, I've been like, she's like, what do you want to do with your life? And I was like, I genuinely, I want to create things. I want to make my art, and I want to be able to make content for people to kind of like help them navigate the hellscape that we live in. Like, that's exactly what I said. And she was like, that sounds, she's like, okay. And, like, obviously, like, I said it and it sounds stupid when you say it like that. Like, genuinely, I get that. It sounds stupid. But it's like, if I would have had another person to, like, exactly, like, talk about the things that, like, you know, like, the dread you kind of get from just, like, existing the way that you do. If I would have had that kind of, you know, stuff when I was younger, then I would have probably gotten a lot more things done, or at least have tried to understand myself better. And I think that's just like important, whether or not I'm doing like silly goofy shit or if I'm like actually talking about like serious things. I don't really know. Like, I love watching stuff of people just being like, oh, this is what I do in a day, you know, this is how I motivate myself to like do this or whatever, which is not always practical for everybody. But it's like, I don't know, like, I want to be able to put out things into the world that even if it's just like a few people are like, hey, like, you know, Nicole can do it, I could probably do it. That's pretty much all I can really word it like. The festival's tomorrow. I feel pretty good about it. I don't know how much filming I'm gonna get done for it because I am so shy and awkward, and I also, like, I have to record on my phone, and I'm scared that somebody's gonna, like, try to steal my phone or something. I don't know. I hope everything that I just said made sense. Good luck to me who has to edit it later, because that is a lot. I'm gonna turn my playlist back on, because I want to listen to the Gorillaz. Even since filming this, probably, yeah, like a whole almost 2 months ago, I've changed little things in my life, just a little bit. I'm still getting through the burnout, but hopefully the next video will be kind of emphasizing that a little bit more. I'm incredibly proud of myself that despite going through all the stress of painting a mural and figuring out how an art business works, you know, I figured it out. I did okay. And I appreciate you guys for coming on the journey with me.